RedStone Engineer 8, and I'd like to welcome you back to this exciting series of Minecraft. In the past, I have been so overrun with mobs, I just had to make myself a new shield in order to deal with that pesky little problem. I've also noticed that I've made a few new additions to the house. It involves a series of waterfalls around the corners of the house just to make it a little bit more pretty. Actually here in this mine shaft to get as much ore as possible. And I didn't know we had an enemy nearby. Let's see. Let's deal with this like men. Block that one and hit him and block. Alright, this shield totally helps out, man. This shield is the best. I love how it just it blocked all my shots. This new combat edition is perfect for Minecraft. This is actually something we've been actually looking forward to for quite a long time. I can't tell you how relieved it is to have some protection. Like blocking with the sword, that was fine for a little while. It really didn't help out when it came to defending yourself. It helped out a little bit, but not as much as a shield. So I'm going to mine as much ore as I see, because I realize if I don't grab all the ore that I see, it's gonna come back to haunt me. And I'm actually going to be more prepared if I use or actually gather up as much iron as possible. Because you need the iron for the doors, but that actually only requires 1 ingot. I'm actually very, very lucky to only have 1 ingot. Or actually to only use 1 ingot, because it would actually be a pretty sturdy shield if we used all steel. Or not steel, but iron for all of the parts of the shield. That would be a super tough shield. But considering how abundant iron is, I don't see why that would be really too big of a hassle. Well, I guess the medieval types of shields do require a lot of wood. And I guess that's probably where they got the recipe to make the shield. Really, all of their recipes they have been making for each item has been uniquely designed. I was thinking that a shield would be like a wooden door, but this is actually pretty different and pretty nice. I appreciate all the effort that goes into Minecraft, especially since it's just an easier game to understand and to begin with. There's a world, you're in the developed world, you can create crops, food, even structures that don't exist, and you can even use Minecraft as a totally different game. I just went down here, I'm going in a circle. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm a little bit more nerdy right now, simply for the fact that I have a stuffed up nose. I don't know why that is. I do not know why I have a stuffy nose, but I think we have enough iron. I have an idea that I've been trying to figure out and capture for the longest time. But I think it will be another amazing feat for the Sandstone Sanctuary house. I think they updated the time it takes for you to eat, as well as the time it takes for you to regain health. I remember that being very slow in the beginning. I'm just gonna make a pathway down here right here. We need to flee. Go back in our house and make sure we actually get inside before the mobs start attacking us, because that would be a bad idea. Oh wow. Come here. It's too bad I can't keep you as a pet. That would be awesome to have a pet zombie on a leash. That would be amazing. I think there's something like that with the monster traps. I think they might need to be updated. And there goes another subsection. And a spider just crawled out of it. That would probably happen in real life. If a explosion blew up, probably spiders would crawl out of those exploding holes. Exploding holes? Explosive holes? Whatever. Alright, but you didn't leave us any free food, so I guess we're gonna have to scavenge up some more creative stuff. Okay. Since I don't need the shield anymore, I'm gonna put that away. Or try to put it away. And I have a lot of bone meal. I didn't notice that I had a lot of bone meal. Well, anyways, back to the single-handed version. I can focus on some sandstone or some basic sand. Actually, you know what I've been thinking? I have some sand in my house, in the sand sanctuary. And as you can see, there are some lovely little waterfalls hanging from each side. We're gonna spruce this up a little bit more. I'm gonna throw all my sand into the furnace and we're gonna make some glass. I'm gonna borrow the bones and the string. We're going to make a fishing pole. I've been thinking to go pretty much... Oh, I think it needs one more stick. Awesome. It's been quite a long time since I actually got into the rhythm of doing Minecraft a lot more. I do it on my spare time, but that's very rare. To do it every week like this is much more appreciative, simply because it's harder to... I don't want this spider here. Yes, I chose to pick a fight with you. Really? I know you're attracted to my house, but you can't come inside. Yes, I'm talking to you. You can't come inside no matter what. If you die in the fire while I'm building it, that's your own fault. Okay, so what I was thinking about including in on my little home here is including some glass and some lava, just to make it a little bit brighter and a little bit more fancy. I like to have a lot of the frilly stuff around my house, make it absolutely magnificent or beautiful, one way or the other. Throughout my life, I've been trying to design a life that focuses on maximizing my time and maximizing the efforts that I have to put in them. Okay, I wasn't expecting falling. It's going to be 2 layers deep anyways. I don't see why we can't just start with that little blip of 2 steps that we fell into, that little hole. That should be fine. So I'm just going around the house, and now to go around the house once more. This is going to be a lot of glass. I didn't think how much glass this was actually going to be, but it might be more than 64 pieces of glass. I decided to use actual panes of glass rather than the little slides that you get by breaking up glass blocks. They'll protect the player, but it won't look as nice as I'd like it to look. With that being said, it's nice to actually build the things that I want to see in reality. Well, in virtual reality. It's pretty close, but not quite there. There we go. And as we know, we can't build ladders on sand. I'm gonna see how much glass we have. I'm going to... Wow, this is a ton of sand. So it's going to be a lot more than 64 pieces of glass. Add some more coal. And you know what? I don't feel like waiting, so I'm gonna create another furnace. That spider sure is annoying. If he continues to be a nuisance, I will have to give him an early retirement. I like to multitask, and those who don't like to multitask don't like doing multiple things at once, but you know what? That can be solved with a little practice and effort. I think I'll save that as emergency food. You never know. I'm basically going to grind up a lot of these bones and turn them into bone meal. So we can start a garden pretty soon and start living a little bit more veganically. I think it's purely possible to live a very vegan life. As long as you don't continue murdering animals and stealing their body parts to make food from. Generally, this has been very clean cut, and it's been, well, it's a certain price of meat. It's a certain cut, and it gives off it has to be cut in a way that we can eat it. Without cutting it a specific way, it would be harder and harder. Well, anyways, not to bring you guys down on that really horrible path, I need a lot of lava, and I'm going to need a lot of buckets to do this. I was thinking about creating more than just 2 simple buckets that I have here. Thinking about making a whole bunch. That should be more than plenty. That should be 6 buckets, should be more than enough. So I'm going to, where is that little exit? I'm gonna basically go, I've been saying basically too much. I'm gonna go down to the abandoned mine shaft that I have, or not abandoned mine shaft, but more like cavern. I'm gonna go back down into the cavern, or actually when I think about it, I created a little path that leads to an open lava pit. And I'm going to try as fast as possible to run by these fools. Ha, you missed. You missed again. Alright. Now, if I make a little reminder to myself or to tell where I am, I can just use a torch to kind of signal at night when I feel like I'm lost. And I can just look towards the torch and it'll be right there and I'll be able to spot it and find my way back home. It's always nice to have those simple plans. Wow, a flock of chickens. A flock is usually about 12, 4 to 12, I think, or maybe 5 to 12, but I'm not exactly sure. So it seems like I'm not getting anywhere with this technique of mine. So I thought a while ago I made kind of like a little interest point, a little bit of a spark to kind of mark where this pit was, but I can't find it. So there's actually a second way to find out lava, or to figure out where lava is, and that is to dig straight down. So I'm gonna go see if he dropped anything. He did. We can always use some more arrows. I heard something over here. Okay, I guess not. But arrows will always be a welcoming gift. It turns out that I was watching another Minecraft video, and this guy figured out that you can actually dual wield with holding a bow in your left arm and I'm a fool. I fell in this trap again. Okay. By holding a bow in your left arm and using the sword in your right arm, you can shoot the arrow and swing not at the same time, but pretty close. Glad I made it up those stairs and back into bed. Just checking out the time right now. And it's about 20 minutes or so, and we almost have enough glass. However, I feel like that I still need to find that lava as a primary source, because without the lava, I was thinking about putting glass right here and then lava underneath to give it some more lighting area, because glowstone is nice and all, but that's more for actually about placing it on the outside. It would be very difficult to place lava on the outside as just a block on its own. Some type of material that doesn't decay after a while. It's time to go back into the, I guess, ravine. And like I said before, any coal that I find, I'm digging right then and there. There are just, this seed is just, or actually this game has become a lot more active recently. Mainly due to the fact to a few updates and to the very simplicity that Minecraft is. A lot of people that are introduced into FPSs or actually into bigger games get introduced into Minecraft first. So I want to say welcome. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Even if some mobs start to become more of a pain, you'll learn better tactics and easier ideas, and who knows, even awesome plans to build your even crazier mansions underground or tree houses, you know? Because there are no... Did you really have to make me drop my sticks? And you broke my enchanted pickaxe. Thanks. But I always come prepared. I still drop my sticks. Ore is sometimes too much to resist. Alright, so... Oh yeah, I was gonna make some torches before I got rudely interrupted. Alright. So, back on the trail of discovery, we're gonna be fighting some crazy mobs. Hopefully not too crazy, because I don't want to run into any witches or endermen. They will totally ruin my plans, but creepers are fine. Because watch. And then we got this guy Weekend, and he was easy to be taken care of. Amazing. I love how creepers don't give a crap who's behind them, and they'll just blow up regardless. It would be a little bit more threatening if creepers started to become a little bit more intelligent. But they simply aren't, so thank God for that. Or thank whoever, because you never know who's watching your back. I've actually had some very surprising guests and friends to watch my back. But that was a long time ago, and I haven't had any friends since then. I actually graduated through high school without any friends. Not to say that's pathetic or anything, but to really say that I just get along better when I'm by myself, because I'm socially selective. I pick my friends, I don't want them to pick me. I've been grouped a lot with friends that are just not cool people at all. They're immature, a lot of them are lazy, they don't see the opportunities you can embark on. There's just a lot missing that they just didn't do, because life is about exploring and understanding new, awesome, creative ideas. And I have to fend for myself once more. Alright, once I'm done with this zombie, I'm gonna switch to the shield. And here we go. All right. Okay, so as you saw up there, there is a skeleton, and he's probably gonna kill me pretty quickly. So I'm just gathering up my stamina, and here we go. You probably can't see him because it's super dark in here, but you'll probably see his arrows because his arrows are super bright. And I'm just deflecting and attacking in between. Alright, it looks like we won that round. So I'm gonna show you where I am. Man, this just never ends. I really hope to find some lava soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to cut it short and then just warp to some lava. Because the point of this whole series is to build. And if we only build like maybe partially the time, that's not really something I want to put out, you know? I really want to be expressive. So you know what? I'm going to cancel what I'm doing right now because it's not working for me. And I'm going to go and build another house. Or build sort of like a tree house. You'll see what I mean. Did I come this way? Lava! Alright! Alright! So I was looking for this like forever, man. I gotta put away my shield. Hold on while I figure that out. I finally found some lava. Alright, so swap that. Alright. So if this is a source block, it is. And that made kind of an interesting noise. Alright, awesome. I'll put a little torch. I thought that was the way out, but finding lava, oh my goodness, yes. Alright, so I think we have enough lava right now. But I will have to come back, so the only way to really make a more portable area, and wherever there's lava, there's gotta be diamonds. So I'm gonna dig straight up, and it's actually one of the rules in Minecraft is to never dig straight up. However, I've designed a plan that can keep me on my toes and can keep me safe. Whenever you dig straight up, always dig a direct second path. Am I too close? I was too close. Dig a second path. The reason for this is pretty simple. If lava starts to rain down on your head on one of the paths, you can always switch out to your other path and be totally fine. It's actually one of the things that can prevent sandstone or sand from falling on your heads, including gravel. Think of the ladder as like a secret hidden block. The ladder can protect you from water, it can protect you from gravel, it can protect you from sand, it can even protect you from incoming mobs that will just spawn on your head. So the ladder is really good for that. In the past, there have been signs made out to do that exact same thing. Signs were made back, back in, I want to say before the beta came out for alpha. Beta was released after alpha. And it was actually like a more acceptable version of a game. In the past, it was more just like super duper simple. And I mean by simple, I mean like really, really simple. Let's see. Where am I on time? Alright, I think... Nope, I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna dig my way out and then I'll probably go back home or into the sandstone sanctuary and build. Cause that's just That's just something I love to do. Oh, I've been thinking that. Hold on. If you allow me 5 seconds to space out some time right now. I really don't know how YouTubers do it to where they can continue talking and never get dehydrated. That is quite a chore. When you're talking 24/7, you get dehydrated a lot. And a lot is a lot when it starts to become too much and you become cottonmouth and you can't talk. That starts to be a little bit excessive. And actually, I'll put up a torch. It's getting quite dark in here. Drop down a little bit just in case any sand. You never know. Oh yeah, I was going to say that towards the end of every 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to be starting another series for this channel, and it's going to be quite a bit different, and it might actually make some new different Minecraft videos. It might create a whole new genre. This is some pretty powerful stuff. I was thinking about making an ASMR version of Minecraft. It does involve some secret hidden tricks. However, there are a lot of things that people can really apply with Minecraft. And like, Minecraft is a sandbox game. But as long as you use your own unique ideas, that is gonna completely change the game on how some people view you as an individual and your own creative arts. So luckily, I do have some wood here. And that's kind of weird that I would get an achievement since I've been making like iron. It doesn't matter. I just need to build some more ladders. I always forget that word. It's not used in my vocabulary all that often. Let's see. Not enough. Yep, just short of a few more. Discover some more once we get back to the surface. For now, I'm just trying to figure my way back up to the surface. So yeah, I hope you guys have been having a good week. If you haven't been having a good week, that's what this series is for. It's to cheer you up and show you that, like, not everything is wrong. Because there's a lot of good things in life. A long time ago, long time ago, and long time ago is 6 years to me. 6 years ago, I had plans of actually, you know what? I don't want to bring you back down to a place of sadness, because that's not where we are now. We're actually having fun. Finding our way back home and having fun. But you know what? If it starts to become too much of a chore, I'm just gonna climb myself out right now, because I don't have any more ways of resurfacing. So I think this will create a better way. I'm starting to notice that there's some more orange tint, the cobblestone. I don't know if that's an indication that the sun is outside, or if that's an indication for lava. It could be all kinds of things. All right, we made it back. All right, so now I'm just trying to find my way back up here. I have a feeling it's nighttime. It is. So let's dig ourselves out, go to sleep, and then work on the boardwalk. All right. Yeah, awesome. We're not that far off. And luckily for the mobs, they can't cross this area, because they would fall and never be able to get back up. Yep, I know he's... Well, I thought he was gonna hit me, but I guess not. I made it in the clearing. Can I get out? Thank you. I wonder if a spider will actually wake me up. Alright, morning already, alright. And I see that the ingots are melted. Do we have sand? Glass? We're gonna make some more iron by smelting that. And I'm gonna start working on this area right away. I need you away from my house right now. I can always rebuild this area. It is sand after all. It's one of the most abundant elements I have. So, sandstone stairs. We're gonna need some more stairs. And sand. Alright. Really? You're kidding me. After all this work and effort, you have to blow up everything I have? Okay, listen. I've spent like pretty much a whole hour repairing all the holes and making sure this is flat land to work with. If I have creepers just constantly blowing things up, that's going to make me a little bit more angry. And when I get angry, I get pretty smart about dealing with my problems because it's not about getting frustrated, it's about dealing with the present and current issues. So as long as you can keep a cool level-headedness and keep your ideas and revenge to yourself when the time is right, it will become apparent that you can really turn things around for yourself. Like sandstone and stairs and stuff like that in the chest. I'm gonna go back inside, dig out some of that stuff, and go repair my house and the trench, and then build or actually get started on that, and then I'll call it an episode. I usually like to run about 30 to 25 minutes for an episode. The episodes need to become a little bit more lengthy. I'm used to doing a lot of short videos simply because I do another channel that is all about music and how to make sounds and how to make a song or how to make your own creative different sound. It's all about music. The Minecraft channel, this channel, focuses on a lot of the fact that there aren't enough people playing Minecraft. There's a lot of Minecraft players, don't get me wrong, and there's about 10,000 other people doing it, but they're all doing it the same way. I would like to see more intricate ideas being tossed around. I would like to see people build ships and use those ships as a fort to build a giant tree forest. I just want to see more creative ideas that don't involve too much programming. And sure, there are a lot of creative people out there. I just felt that there wasn't really enough design. And I don't know, I've always enjoyed Minecraft for the longest time. And I just felt like that it was something that I wanted to do, and so I do this on my free time. Whenever I'm not working on school or educating my brain, I'm always filling it with information to the brim, and sometimes I just need to chill out. And the chill out periods are the best for Minecraft, because it really allows me to accomplish a lot. And I'm going to kill you before you push me into the lava. And my sword broke. I think I'll just punch you. And I'll get started on building this glass. Or not glass, but building this area like this. So we finally got to some building this episode. Very, very glad. It's been quite a pain, but I'm glad you guys are still with me. I still try and keep things as relevant as possible and as easy as possible to understand and to adapt. But I want to thank you guys so much for just being with me. I never really have a following, and I don't really have people following me, and I just want to express more love to the world because there really isn't that much love. There's a lot more anger and hate and torture and violence. But I really want to spread more love, and the only way I think I can do that is through building magnificent artworks and building tops. So I want to say thank you guys for joining me this episode. If you hit the top up there, you can subscribe. The bottom left will be for a previous video. The bottom right will be the next video that will be coming very shortly. And if you click in the middle, you can check out some other videos. Be sure to subscribe for more. And I want to thank you guys very much for following me and tuning in. It really does show a lot of appreciation. And I want to say thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend or a wonderful rest of your week. Have a good one and peace.